Yeah, hi there. In this tutorial, we are going to cover JSON. So basically, we will be reading file in the JSON format in Pandas. So what is a JSON? JSON actually stands for JavaScript Object Notation. It is primarily used to transmit data between server and web application. It's, you can say, kind of an alternative to XML files. So there are two key parts in any JSON file. These are keys and the values. Together, they form a key value pair. So what is a key? Key is like if you see in a Python dictionary, we have a key and value. So similarly like that, there is a key, which is actually a string enclosed in quotation marks. And then there is a value corresponding to that key. So that value can be itself a string, it can be a number, it can be a Boolean expression, it can be an array, or it can be an object which itself is a key value pair. That is when we have a nested JSON kind of thing, then it can be another object. So what we have is a key value pair. So key value pair, it follows a specific syntax. So we have a key followed by colon, and then we have a value. So that is why it is called as a key value pair. And uh, these key value pairs are separated by commas within a JSON. So what are the different types of values we can have for a given key? The value can be in the form of an array, like a list. It can be a Boolean, true or false. It can be a number. It can be another object which is itself a key value pair, or it can be a string, just like a normal string. So what we are going to do is we are going to read data from a site, and we will explore further on it. So I'm first importing the library requests. So import request. Then this is the URL that I'm using to read the data. So I'm using requests.get function and passing that particular URL now, and then checking the response code. So response code I'm getting as 200, indicating that the request has been successful, and then now we can work further on the data. So what we have to do first is we have to load the JSON data into an object. So I'm just using request. This is the one object in which we got the response. I'm using request.json and loading the data in an object called JSON data. So if I have to check the what is the type of this particular object, this is actually a using type function. So this is a list. Okay, now if it is a list, then it must be having a certain number of elements. So how many elements it is having, that we can find out using the length function. So I'm using length, so it gives 10. So it means there are 10 elements in it. Okay, so this now we know that there are 10 elements in the list. Now, what is the data type of each of these elements that we can find out? Let's say I'm focusing on the first element. So the first element would be JSON underscore data, and the index is 0. That represents the first element of that list. And if I use type function, we get it is a dictionary. So the first element is a dictionary. So basically what we have is a list of dictionaries, and there are 10 dictionaries in it because the length of the list is 10. Now, okay, the first element is a dictionary, fine. Now, how many keys are there in it? And then again, we can find out using the length function. So we are saying length, JSON underscore data, and the indexing 0, indicating the first dictionary. So we get 8. So that is, there are 8 keys for that dictionary. And if you want to see what all those keys are, just simply say JSON underscore data 0, that is 0 index, that is pointing to the first element of that list. And then since it is a dictionary, then we have to see its keys. So we need to append it by the keys method dot keys. So we get keys. So basically this is a list of dictionaries, and each dictionary has 8 keys, considering that all the elements of the dictionary are consistent. So we can say that it is having I have not examined all the elements as of now. I've just examined the first element of the list, which is a dictionary and its keys, and believing that all will follow the same structure. So there would be 8 keys for each of the dictionary. So let me first quickly print out the first dictionary. So this is what it looks like. So I'm printing out using json.dumps, and within that function I'm passing JSON underscore data 0, which is the first element of the of the list, which is and then I'm passing indent equals to 4. That is, the data should be indented and using the 4 spaces. So this is how actually the data looks like in the first element of that. So if you see, this is a dictionary, and in dictionary we have a key value pair. This is what we said. A JSON data is sort of like a dictionary in which we have keys, and corresponding to keys there are values. So if you see, the key is ID, its value is 1. Another key is name, the name of the person, username, email ID, and the key is address, and then its value. Now the value can be, as we have already covered, it could be in it could itself be another object. So here the key address has a value which itself is a key value pair, and that is and it is a key value pair in the form of it is having a street, suit, city, zip code, and the another field is geolocations. Now geo is itself is a this key itself is having a value in the form of a key value pair, that is latitude and longitude. Then there is phone, website, company. Again, company is a key which is having the value in the form of a key value pair object. So this is what our first dictionary looks like, or the first element of the list looks like. Okay. Now, if we have to save the data, and let's say first save the data, I'm importing the JSON library and I'm saving it into a data folder, giving the name of the file as users underscore data.json. I'm writing it out, so I'm using this W um mode, and just using json.dump, name of the object, which is JSON underscore data. This is the name of the object in which we had collected the JSON data earlier. So name of the object, and then the output file, and the indent that I have to specify. So I'm specifying the indent as 2. So now the data will be saved in this particular file. Now if you want to read the data back, then again we have to use open method. I'm using with open, name of the file, the same file that we have written. Now this time we are using it in the read mode. So I specify as R, and we can read the data into an object using json.load, and name of the file, and storing it in input underscore data. So input underscore data now contains the JSON data which we had written first into a file and then read it back. To just check the first record of that input underscore data, again we will say uh, JSON underscore dumps, and input data 0, because we want to see the first record. So that is why I'm specifying the index as 0. Indent using 2, so that there is a spacing of 2. And if you see, this is what the output we are getting. Again, it's again in the same object uh, that we had before writing it into the file. So it's again in the form of a key value pair, the same thing that we had earlier. This time it is um, indented with a space using 2. Okay, now comes the JSON flattening. Now what our intention is, we want to read this JSON data into a pandas data frame. Okay, so first we import the pandas library, import pandas as PD, and then using pd.data frame and passing to it this input underscore data, that is the data that we had read just now, and storing it in the data frame df, and first listing the first 3 records. So if you see, ID, name, username, email, address, phone, website, and company, these are the same columns in this data frame which what we got when we had checked the keys of the dictionary. So if you see, there is ID, name, username, email, ID, name, username, email. Then we have address, and then we have phone and company. Address, phone, yeah, website is there, and then company, website and company. So all those columns which were having values without any nesting values are fine, like ID, name, username, email, phone, website. But you see at the columns like address and company, which were having again nested data, that is which were not having that is which are having objects again in the form of a key value pair. So those are not those need to be further flattened out, because those are not flattened out by just simply reading it into the data frame. So what we can do is we can write a custom function by ourselves. So this is the custom function flatten underscore JSON. It as an input we are passing a JSON record, and in the output it will give out a flattened JSON record. So again, this is calling the function flatten. It's a input and the name. So if the input type of the element is a dictionary, then what it will do, it will go through each element of the dictionary, and um, it will kind of create a new name in like the main name underscore and the next name, that is kind of a hierarchical structure it will create. Now if the element is of list type, then it will keep on adding numbers like 0, 1 or 2 based on the number of elements the list is having. And if the element is having a value which is none of these, that is neither dictionary or nor list, then it will simply assign it to this output dictionary, and then we are just simply returning the flattened JSON. Now if I call this, so the thing is we have to run this function for each record, and then in the output we will get the a list of flattened JSONs. So what I'm doing is I'm using the list comprehension method for row in input underscore data, that is for each row in input underscore data. What it has to do, it has to call this function flatten underscore JSON passing that row, and then what we will get is the flatten underscore data. Now if I see the flattened data, uh, let me just see. So the flattened data has 10 records. This is the same what we had got earlier. Now if I want to see the first record, how it actually flattened the data, this is how what it did. ID, name, username, email address, these are fine because these were not having any key value pair. No, for the fields like address, if you see, it was having a key value. This address field, that is address field, was having values which were in the form of a key value pair, that is dictionaries. So how it converted? So it created the fields like address underscore street, address underscore suit, like this. So you get column like address underscore street, address underscore suit, address underscore city, address underscore zip code, and then as we had seen earlier, within address we had geo, and within geo we had latitude and longitude. So the hierarchy it created like address underscore geo underscore latitude, then its value, then address underscore geo underscore longitude and its value. So this is what we got: address underscore geo underscore latitude, address underscore geo underscore longitude. Similarly for company, it created hierarchy like company underscore name, company underscore catchphrase, and company underscore vs. So now data is flattened. What we have to just simply do is to put it in the data frame using pd.data frame and passing to it this flattened data. And if we see the first three record, this is what we got. This is our flattened data. So all the values which were kind of a uh, nested JSON in a just nested JSON way, they all have been flattened. So it's like, so this function is capable of going up to multiple nesting level, and it will flatten it out everything, and then we will get the data. The only thing that we will notice is the number of columns now will increase because the data is flattened, and for each hierarchy we are creating a new column. So let me just quickly check the dimensions of this new uh, data frame. So if I see flatten underscore data frame, dot shape. So it has got 10 rows and 15 columns. So 10 rows is fine, but let's quickly see how why we got 15 columns, because for each of the hierarchies that it was there, it created a new column. For example, for ID, name, username is fine, email address is fine. For address, it created address street, address suit, address city, address zip code, address latitude, longitude. For phone, it is fine, website is fine, and for company, it created three column because it was having the value in the form of a dictionary, which itself was having the three keys like name, catchphrase, and BS. So that's how we can read the data from a file, and we can flatten it and put it in the data frame, and then we can work on it. So that's it in this tutorial. Thank you.